Martinsville. We're back after a week off from Auto Club. At least I'm back. And we're at a short track this week. So the complete opposite of last week. Here we have 750 horsepower, tons of braking, and so on. Anyways, some people have suggested I do multiple laps, which I'm not going to do like 20 of them. I'll do a couple. But that's the whole point of my video, is to explain how I got the one lap. And that's why I do the slow motion. And you can rewind it if you didn't quite get it. That's the beauty of YouTube. Anyways, I will do a couple laps at the beginning of a run and at the end of a run. This video is going to be slightly different because I did 2 separate recordings, because I thought my 2 laps were better in this clip and compared to the 20 lap run. I'll show all the lap times, so there we go. So anyways, keys to the race card. Number 1, tires like usual. Number 2 is going to be dive bombers. They always show up for this race. They throw it in 20 car lengths past their ability. So that's something to look out for. Number 3 is going to go along with number 2. It's a short track. It's bound to happen. That's just what's going to happen. People are going to throw it in there 20 car lengths deep. There you go. People are going to rough each other up. That's the product of short track racing. So we're going to go down pit road, take a look at that, and we'll do the hot laps and go from there. Alright, here we are down pit road at an abysmal 35 miles per hour. Pace car speed's 45. Pit road speed limit ends at the green cone. Here, you can accelerate to the blue cone, which is right after each other. Anyways, let's get to the lap. Alright, here we are about to take our lap. Fixed setup, fixed weather. The weather is actually pretty similar to the fixed test car and track thing. 109 track temp. The only change I made to the fixed was the offset to +9, just to get it to go more straight. That's just my thing there. That's how I like it. There's no sky movement, so conditions shouldn't change, because I like consistency. So we'll see how this lap was done, then we'll explain it. Alright, you can see the lap I got was a 1921 on the first lap, and then a 36 the next. So let's explain how I did this lap, I guess. So we're going to make our way into one. Let me slow-mo that. We're going to be braking right after the Monster Energy sign there on the wall. And you want to be smooth while doing your turn in, while braking, because we're braking quite a bit and the car gets a little unstable. And we're going to be trail braking, but you can see I'm releasing the brake slowly the more I turn the car. And then once we get to the apex, we're pretty much just going to get back to the throttle. No roll time, in between the brake and throttle. Maybe a fraction of a second. But you can see I'm already getting it pointed here. I'm going to stop turning down. We're on the throttle pretty hard now. And then eventually we'll get to it now. It's easy to do on new tires, but it gets more difficult later, in a run. So we make our way into 3 now, to the backstretch. Similar approach. I'm breaking out these double red lines there. You saw them on the right before that Chevy logo. Similar approach to 1. The car gets a little looser in this corner. We're doing the same thing though, trail braking, getting it down to the curb without touching the curb, because it'll ruin, everything. Trail braking again, releasing the brake as I turn down in more. You get the point. Just slow-mo that a little bit and the same thing. No roll time on the throttle, pretty much right here, and then you could just power out. So I did a couple laps here in a different session. The first lap was a tiny bit slower, and the second lap was a little bit slower, and now it's just me making mistakes. But same approach pretty much. that's just, I don't know. I'll just show this one lap and then we'll go to the 20 laps from now. Alright, here we are, 18 laps later, 17 laps later. And you can see the approach is still similar. The car's a lot looser on exit, and the lap times have really fallen to, I think this lap's a 20-0. So yeah. So while that's playing, I'm gonna do my outro, and just people who wanted this can look at this lap for more. Can just look at these laps, but anyways, that's the end of the track guide. We'll be back, not for Texas. Maybe I like Texas, so I might show up for that race. But after that is Bristol and Richmond, and I'll be doing those two tracks. So anyways, Sim Racing Chewy side.